Hello everybody, my name is LattMackey and we are going to play some Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti, and this is going to be the true ending category. There's not a whole lot of differences between the any percent and true ending, but the true ending does get 2 extra levels that the any percent category does not. So should be pretty fun, should be pretty exciting. Here we go. I'm going to do a weird thing here where we actually, once you press start, you're allowed to reset and it skips the opening cutscenes. So that's what I'll be doing here at the end, and or at the beginning, and we'll start right now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, here we go. So, Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti is part of the Splatterhouse series, but it really doesn't fit in the lore or the the pantheon that is the Splatterhouse games that started in the arcade, came to the TurboGrafx 16. Eventually, there was a version on the Genesis. There was a bunch of Splatterhouses everywhere. The NES version or the Famicom version was only released in Japan. It's really cool because it pays a lot of homages to like horror movie and horror culture of like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. You'll see a lot of references to movies you may recognize, which makes the game a lot of fun to play through. Here's the first homage you may notice, and I like to call this well, this is like the Michael Jackson Thriller thing going on here. You know, you got the thing and the thing. Why is that a horror movie? I don't really know, but it's a thing. So anyway, there are some timed, I guess, encounters in this game, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. So that happens a couple times, and I'll point them out as we go through the run. But there's nothing you can add. This entire fight is on a fixed timer, so I could do nothing, and it would take the same amount of time every single time. There's a bit of RNG with some of these, but this one is not. This one is just a fixed period of time every single time. Except for the very last encounter that you have, the very last enemy. That's the only thing that may impact the time slightly, but nothing that's that crazy. What are these little green guys? I have no idea. I don't know. What do you think, Elrock? Goblin? Swamp Thing. There we go. I'll take Swamp Thing. I like that. There's a lot of Swamp Things, and if I remember correctly, there was only one Swamp Thing. But yeah, so, you know, what are you going to do?
Different category names, but essentially true ending is just 100%.
Correct, yes. Right. Whatever you want to call it, it's the 100%, it's the yes, it's the this and the that. We just called it true ending because I actually don't know why. It was named before I even ran the game, so I'm sure there was some reasoning. So this, oh God, I'm sorry. No. Yeah. So this is a little bit of an homage to, and I'm totally screwing it, but this is a time-fixed thing anyway, so it doesn't matter if I hit or hit the books, but this is an homage to the original Splatterhouse game that came out on the arcade and the TurboGrafx 16. Oh my gosh, I want to die. And yes, that is correct. The books can totally hit you as soon as they despawn, and on top of that, the iframes are terrible in this game. They're basically non-existent. In fact, they do more damage to you, so... Oh, I didn't get it. So we have a backup strat here. Oh, it went the wrong way. There we go. So we're going to lose a little bit of time there, but nothing crazy. The idea there. So that you may recognize from the... oh my gosh, what's the name of the movie with the... I can't remember. Yeah, Exorcist. Jeez Louise. Totally. This is what happens, folks. It's 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday at GDQ. And, well, if your brain's not mush by now, if you've been here for the whole week, then, yeah. Then you're not. Ah! Well, there we go. We're going to do that again. Look at that. That's us. Oh, my gosh. This is really bad when you fall down here, so. Well, we may take an intentional death here. That was not intentional, but I'm going to say it's intentional just so we can get through it. So let's try this again. Here we go. The nice thing is we get to see one of the cutscenes now. So anyway, this is level 2 of this, and this is chickens who are attacking you. I'm sure this is a reference to something. I'm not 100% sure what that is. For dinner. There you go. The knives attacking you are definitely an homage to the arcade game. There was in the stage 2 of the arcade game, you have a scene where literally Rick, who's the main character, bare knuckles a knife fight, and it's pretty fun. Yeah, It's pretty cool when you can hit a knife out of midair with your bare fists, which they don't have in this game, but the homage is there. I appreciate the hat tip to the original game. So one of the, I don't know how interesting it is, but this is actually a really fun game to pick up and speedrun, as we haven't really broken the game yet. There's not any big clips or glitches or anything like that. There are some exploits we do, but it's really about execution. There's a little bit of RNG, but not a ton. And so if you want to pick, if you're looking for, ever thought about picking up a speedrun game for the NES, this one's a good one to start with, because there's not anything they're going to have to depend on, you know, frame perfect, things like that. It's all about execution.
I think one of the things I love it when you have a character who
Doesn't stop at all. I totally agree with you, so... This is, yes, I would like to think it's an homage to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but who knows, so this game actually only came out, it was a Japan exclusive, quote unquote, but you'll notice the text is in English, so that was actually the way it was in Japan. This is, yeah, so, yeah, we're gonna get back on the execution train here. There we go. And we're going to be facing some chainsaws here, pretty exciting, which is... which, unfortunately, you can't use them as a weapon or anything like that, but they are trying to attack you, so... I kind of feel like this is an homage to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I don't remember this scene in the at least the first movie, so... But, you know, you never know. Might have been something I missed. True. So this is a little homage to Alien, as you'll notice that there are things popping out of this person's chest who's laying down here. This is an interesting thing. This is one of the few RNG elements in the game. This battle is fixed. This will always take this a certain amount of time, but you can speed it. There's a luck factor that the enemies start shooting out of the person's body faster, and it's, as far as we know, it's random. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And, yeah. The current world record holder in this game is Stormcrow56K, and if you get a chance, watch the run. It's absolutely outstanding. He's the record holder in both any percent and true ending. And his true ending world record actually happened here at a GDQ, SGDQ 2019. So it's a really fun run, and it's you get to see the game played at a really high level. Unlike mine, which we're getting through it as much as we can, so. Anywho, then the person just wakes up. So there you go. What is going on with this game? I have no idea. But it is a thing. Okay, we got there without getting hit. That's actually pretty good. I'm passing up a lot of health and a lot of life here. I'm gonna get this one actually, so we're gonna need a little bit of health for this mini boss. So this is the longest stage in the entire game, and this is only the mini boss we're coming up on right now. This is actually just the halfway point of the stage. This mini boss is one of the most challenging mini bosses in the entire game. Practice was going interesting on this one, so we'll see what happens right now. I'm not really sure what movie or, you know, thing this might homage. If it does, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll just tradition, you know, just generic ritual. Oh, geez. Actually, it wasn't that bad. There we are. Fine. Ah. We got this. There we go. Okay. Oh, a little bit of lag. See, this is, you want to clear these guys off screen so they don't lag, like we just did. Ah. Hello. Okay, there we go. Finally. Okay, so you'll notice that you don't actually have lives in this game, you just have continues, and I wasted one of my continues on the very first things, on the restart. So, we're going to take it just a little bit careful here so we don't want to game over. That would be, well, that would be embarrassing, but, okay. So we're gonna try this again. Here's this fight. If you missed it the first time, you get a chance to see it now a second time. Okay, so you're much better. Ah! Oh. I believe there's a certain amount that spawn every time. Like this is a fixed amount. So, okay, here we go. See, you notice how much easier this fight is with all those dudes. Hey, why is this guy not cooperating? No. There we go. Okay, well. So that's how that goes. The idea is you want to keep him in the corner and just cheese the snot out of him when he's there. So anyway, we're off to the second half of this stage. I'm going to get some health here just to play it safe. We will be forcing a spawn here. This shotgun is actually forced. So you can actually spawn this shotgun weapon. This is the only time we're going to use it by pressing up on your D-pad when you land on a trash can. So, and you can thank Kirua for that strat. He was one of the earlier world record holders in this game. And this makes the shotgun makes this fight a lot easier. And then I'm going to waste all the bullets because you'll notice there's a lot of recoil in the shotgun. And as far as the speedrunning thing goes, that slows us down quite a bit. So in the any percent category, we would take the exit on the right-hand side of your screen. You notice I got into the left-hand side, and that takes us to the first bonus stage. My favorite music in the entire game right now, and it only lasts for this walk, and then it's done. Go figure. That's all we get. And now we're back to something else. I can actually skip this up because one of the things you get in the bonus stages is you actually get a full life fill. So and we're almost at the end here. This is really one of those games where all you need to do is just hold right and press jump and attack at the right times, and you can be successful. So this is a very, very long cutscene. There's just this kind of dance thing, but the best part of the entire game, here it comes. We can make our little Rick, he's farting away, he's passing gas, he's letting it loose. Who knows what he had for lunch or dinner? I guess he did have those hamburgers. That refilled his life. And now he's gone. He's letting it loose. Yeah, you know, he's when you gotta go, you gotta go. Doesn't matter where you're at or what you're doing. And this cutscene lasts forever. So if you look at the leaderboards, there are significantly less entries into the true ending category of this game. Might have a lot to do with these there's 2 of these cutscenes that last forever. And as you can imagine, speedrunners, we typically want to get through things as fast as possible, so. I know, how rude. Letting it go. Oh, I missed a jump there. There, okay. So this is just some more platforming and jumping like that. There's some kind of cool thing coming up here, you'll notice in just a sec as we get there. We got a little tough jump here. And we got it, okay. A very tight window there to get that jump. Gonna use a cool a little small damage boost strat here. There we go. Do a little weights here. A little weight here. Oh, geez. Do a little weight here. And then jump off, and there we go. We got this is an homage you may all recognize. We're gonna see a little bit of Jaws action here. In fact, if you've ever been to Universal Studios, which we're in Orlando right now, when you do the set ride, it reminds me so much of like taking the tour of Universal Studios. It literally looks like that. This Jaws pops out of the water. And we got one from behind, and then we're coming up on the final boss. And truthfully, have no idea what movie this or horror genre or horror character this boss is gonna homage. I'm not sure if it does any of them, but he does have silverware. Who did? Oh yeah. 6 hits here. 3. That is very true. 4. Maybe he wants the burgers? I don't know. Ah! Oh, I missed him. That was not very nice. Okay. And that's the end of that dude. So we're off to the next round, which feels very much, I guess, which one's not Friday the 13th. Jason-ish. Oh, jeez. Right. The mask, Friday the 13th. Do a little damage boost there to pop off of that tree, which is kind of a fun strat. Ooh. Clear this. You can jump over these guys. Creepy music. Very much has the, you're out in the forest and you're in the 1980s. There we go. I'm going to take the help just to be safe. And we're not sure what this is from. I'm sure it's from something.
I'm getting a lot of early Splatterhouse vibes.
Ah, that's probably what maybe it is. Little ghost spirits in action. You can take a little damage boost here. There we go. Get you over that. Oh, I missed a hit there. These jumps you really have to be at the very edge of that pixel to make them. This one I'm just taking it safe. Oh, geez. Okay, here we go. And we are coming up on the boss of this level, who I affectionately call Teen Wolf. You may remember that flick. Little Michael J. Oh my gosh, I missed him. Michael J. Fox action. He's actually in a good location. If you haven't seen Teen Wolf, do yourself a favor. It's just an absolute treasure. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be fun. Oh my gosh, this is not good either. Come on. Let's take it a little bit safe here. Oh, the attack button. I blame the controller, but it was totally my fault. Okay, last continue. Let's see. Let's hope this goes a little bit better. Thankfully, it's much safer after this part, but okay, here we go. The attacks are just destroying me. Okay, here we go. Got that. You always want to hit him the first hit after he attacks, because then he does the crazy jumping, and that's no good for anybody. So Teen Wolf has been defeated. Michael J. Fox incarnate is there and runs off. This is one of the few stages that does not have a boss. It's actually just a climb, straight platformer. Keeping the forest vibe going.
I get that.
Ooh, got lucky there. Missed it. Okay. Okay. If you jump on the bridge here too much, you actually fall through, and you end up back at the beginning of the stage. You can imagine as a speedrunner, you don't want to do that. You also don't want to die in your runs either, but you know. Oh. That was not as planned. And off. We're off to the next stage. That's literally it for this round. So, as you can see, still haven't seen the, we've seen the Mega Mans and other things tonight where it's glitches and zips and all that kind of stuff. Not in this game. Straight execution platforming. Okay. So this is going to be the second of two bonus stages. We already saw the first one, and this one's a lot more challenging. But this is the other requirement for the true ending, is to take this stage here. Go in here. This next one's a little more challenging. We'll see how it goes. And I didn't get it. So when you fall through that hole, you got to start over again. So here it is, take two. Oh, geez, here we go. Okay, let's try this jump one more time. Okay, we're just going to take it safe. There we go. No reason to... Just like the first bonus stage, it does refill your life completely when you get through this, so I don't need to collect this health here. You go right in, and that's it. Now, everyone, this is another chance for about a minute cutscene. somewhere around there. It's like 45 seconds. Perfect to eat hot tub, take a nap. Oh, this is odd. Yes, yeah. Maybe that's what. Maybe Rick wants to take a break. Maybe that's what he's doing during this cutscene. So. Yeah. Here's where typically I'd ask for a bad joke if anybody's got one, but yeah. I know. I was trying to think if it was that like Cleopatra, not Cleopatra, I can't remember the name of the movie, but the one that sunk that studio, and I can't think of the name of it. Anyway. Away we go. So this is the climb to the final boss. Always fun. Oh, I got lucky there. So in a casual, or even casually, this game can be beat, you know, I wouldn't say easily, but it's not the most challenging of a casual run either if you just want to play through this game blind, except for the last boss, which we're coming up on shortly. So I want to, oh geez, hello. I want to prep you all for it. The last boss of this game is kind of ridiculous, and you'll see why in just a second. Man. Thankfully, that doesn't take any of your health. It just, if it drops you in the hole, you fall all the way down. Okay, so we're going to take a health refill here. So, the Pumpkin King is the boss of this game, the final boss. And this guy takes 16 hits. There are 16 cycles of this guy. Shout out the vet for refilling health. So you have to hit this thing 16 times for the game to end. And this is usually, I know when I played through this game casually, this part made me quite upset. I would say the game took me about an hour to get here casually, and then this part took a ridiculous amount of time. 3. I will give you all a heads up that when we do beat it, there is a flickering light warning, flashing light warning. It's a real thing. Right. Which is interesting, you know. Yeah. I've already lost count. What are we at? 7, 8, 5, 4? I don't even remember, but we're going to get through it. Yes, exactly. More than 1, less than 16. Ah! Thankfully, we have full. The nice thing is this guy doesn't do a ton of damage to you when he hits you, but the fact that it takes 16 hits is for real. I would say I probably spent another hour on this boss the first time I played this, which is, you know, that's what you want to do at the end of a run. Spend an hour on the last boss. Right. So another nice thing about this game is there actually is a leaderboard that has more than 10 runs on it, which is like a lot of the games I run. That's about all you get. So there is a community around it. There's even a Splatterhouse Discord. So if you're at all interested in the game, that was bad. If you're at all interested in picking up the game or anything about Splatterhouse in general, it's a great place to come check out some Splatterhouse strats. And the world record holder, Stormcrow, is almost always in the Discord. He's there to answer questions and people who have tasked the game and things like that. It's a really nice mesh of having taskers and RTAs all in the same room because you really find some interesting strats and things like that when you're running these games. Hey, here we go. Okay, flashing lights. Watch out. Flashing lights. Time will be when I lose control of Rick. And hang on. We are at time. Hey, look at that. Sub 25. We're going to let this play just a little bit so you can actually see what the true ending might be. It turns out, so in the real Splatterhouse, in the regular Splatterhouse games, it's this, I don't know, there's stuff going on with, this one just happens to be on the end of a movie set. If you play the other Splatterhouse games, it's supposed to be like real, like Rick has gotten in this possessed mansion and everything. But this one just turns out it's all, you're on the set of a movie the whole time. And your reward for beating this game with the true ending is an extra cutscene that as soon as that plays, we'll call it there because this thing will go on forever. But this is actually decent music, so at least you get rewarded with a nice music. Yeah, what is that? It's supposed to be less creepy, and I don't know if that really.
It's like a vegetable with a nose.
It's actually got vegetable with the nose. It sort of does. Hey, look, there's Rick's face, which never happens in the Splatterhouse arcade or TurboGrafx 16 game. But
An actor.
the mask is possessed, which is the whole. That's how it starts. The whole story is that the mask takes over Risk. Right. So, thanks everyone. Hope you've enjoyed some Splatterhouse Wanpaku Graffiti. It's a Famicom game. It's a good one. It's a fun one. And thanks for having me.
Thank you, Lat.
Woo! Yay!